Here are the parts I will be installing in this video. The pegs, the tailpiece, the saddle nut, the string nut, the tailpiece adjuster, string adjusters, and a bridge. With the number 2 lead pencil, with the point sharpened at a 45-degree angle to the center line of the pencil. This will give you a 1/16 of an inch gap. I set the pencil on the fingerboard, rotate down on the taper of the pencil, hold your string nut in position, transfer the shape of the fingerboard to the string nut. And here is the shape of the string nut. You will have to remove the excess material above that line, but leave the line in place so that you do have a guide. Here I have made that shape. Draw a line 1 millimeter back from the fingerboard location. This will be rounded off. Draw another line 2 millimeters back. That line will be the start of the taper going down into the peg box. Shape those 2 lines and then reinstall it on the fingerboard. And line up your previously marked line. Mark each side of the string nut. This material on the side of the string nut will now have to be trimmed off. Using a small file, round off the edges of the string nut. Do not round off the front edge, which will butt up against the fingerboard. Feel the work and see if there's any sharp edges left. If there is, continue rounding it off until you cannot feel any sharp edge. Here I have temporarily reattached the string nut after shaping. I will be removing it later on again to do final adjustments on it right before I get ready to varnish the instrument. Place the fingerboard neck angle gauge on the fingerboard and place a small light mark at the point where the neck angle gauge touches the belly or top of the instrument. That is the position that the bridge will be mounting. Insert your bridge into your bridge foot guide tool. Insert it in such a way that the bottom of the bridge is flush with the tool. The only thing protruding will be the feet. Center the bridge on a mark you previously made at the bridge line. Check from the side to ensure that the bridge is vertical to the belly of the instrument. Sight down the fingerboard to ensure that the bridge is actually in the center. and then place a mark on each side of the bridge feet. Here are the marks that I have previously placed. Place a piece of sandpaper over those 2 marks, because you're not going to go in front of it. Just a little bit, and the F holes should line right up from side to side of the instrument. Hold your sandpaper in position and reposition your bridge, sighting down the fingerboard to ensure that it is in the center, and then slowly move it back and forth with very little pressure. And this will wear away the bottom of the feet to the contour of the top plate. Continue this process until the bridge foot measures approximately 1.2 millimeter thickness, ensuring that you check the bridge is vertical to the belly at the bridge line as often as possible. Do not put a lot of pressure on the instrument because the sound post is not in yet, and it does flex pretty easily. Your bridge foot, when you are finished, will measure 1 millimeter from this point to this point on both feet. Here I have darkened the bottom of the bridge feet so that you may see the progress that is being made as we fit the bridge feet. Here you can see the pencil mark is being worn away and the bridge foot is taking the contour of the top plate. I have now finished sanding the bridge feet to the shape of the contour of the top plate. It's important to check to make sure that you have no gaps in between the bridge foot and the top plate. Place it on the center line and the bridge line, and measure your stop length, which is the length from the string nut to the center of the bridge. You should have a measurement of 330 millimeters from the string nut to the center of the bridge. Remove your bridge and set your bridge off to the side for now.